work this time properly. Okay, perfect. It seems we are live. And today we have our new AMA session with the new IDO, the first IDO on Scaleswap in 2022, which we very much anticipate. GT Protocol and founder and CEO at GT Protocol, Vlad. Hi, Vlad.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. Thank you for introduction. It's a pleasure to talk to you today here. We'll be happy to answer all questions over the project you may have and provide some more information about GT Protocol.
Oh, we are very curious to learn more about GT Protocol, but I also remind that we have here our beloved CEO and co-founder of Scaleswap, Ralph Gertes. Hi, Ralph.
Hello to all.
And of course, he will help me to manage all the smart questions. Before we move to the Q&A, specifically, Vlad, can you please give a brief intro to all the people that are watching us right now in YouTube and will be watching the recorded version? What is GT Protocol? What is it all about? And what are the main pains you are solving in this crypto market?
Yeah, thank you. So basically, GT Protocol is a protocol for DeFi investment pools management. It means that we create a solution which allows any entity or any organization or even private person to create a DeFi smart contract pool to collect funds from contributors, and it allows to manage these collected funds on DeFi and CeFi markets. And the main point is that cooperation between parties, between contributors and pool owners, is based on profit sharing model. So it means success fee model. And there are many different use cases of technology, how it could be used. It could be used, for example, for trading, for yield farming, for savings deposits, for portfolio management. Technology could be used by VCs, by crypto game guys, and there are completely a lot of use cases. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You are specifically working with decentralized communities and decentralized trading strategies, right?
Yeah, we work not only with decentralized market, we support both options for decentralized market and for centralized markets as well. So for different pools, it will be different markets, and each user will be able to choose the best pool for him, for his purpose, because there will be different pools with different strategies, with different profitability. For example, if user would like to get some huge and high profitability, he'll be able to join pools for trading pools. Yeah. If user would like to get some guaranteed profit without any possible risks, he will be able to join pools for annual savings. Yeah. It will be also possible to join pools for example, for NFT investment, for portfolio management. Yeah, and pools will be managed both on DeFi and on CeFi markets, because we are already an official partner with the Binance exchange, and we are established a partnership with Hobby right now as well. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. Such two big market players, Binance and Hobby, are already your official partners, right?
Yeah.
That is really cool. Oh my God, I see so many questions in the live chat that I can hardly imagine how we can go through all of them. And I remind everyone that we have special prizes for the best questions, the authors of the best questions. So Vlad, while answering the questions, also try to remind which ones do you like the most today.
Okay. I will create a list.
I will send you the list of questions afterwards. But Ralph, I don't know if you will fight for the prize or not, but I let you be the first also to answer the question. Ooh, ask the question.
So I'm not fighting for any prize. That's definitely for our community. So what, and I want to be very transparent, you know, what I like the most, and what I had some reservation at the beginning about purely traditional copy trading, where I'm personally not the biggest fan, you know, but when I dig deeper to GT protocol, you know, and I saw that it is like an advanced DAO investment, you know, it's a pool investment where there are also a lot of issues, you know, if you have a DAO and you want to jointly invest, yeah, in a DAO, everything is basic democratic, you know, so there is a chance for 5 seconds and you need to get 20 people behind you, what you want to do. It doesn't work at the end, only if it's very long term. And with the solution of GT protocol, you have a strong leader, the trader, and they collect liquidity. And this principle of joint community investing, that is also really a practicable solution. This convinced me then at the end. So how was the process, let's say, of coming from that copy trading area? What was, let's say, the main point that you were facing, and what you wanted to solve with this specific setup that doesn't exist so far, as I know?
Oh, it's a very good question. Thank you, Ralph. So yeah, like so to make it clear, for right now, we have like more than 1 year of experience on copy trading market, because we have already our product live and launched. So that is like our MVP. So like to make it clear for all users, we have a platform for algorithmic trading and copy trading on centralized exchanges like Binance, others. And it works like pretty good, pretty amazing. Like we have a lot of positive feedbacks and like amazing performance. Our audience has been growing like from 200 users up to 25,000 registered users, mostly because of user recommendations and word of mouth spreading. Because like when people earn money passively, when they earn money, like when they're just sleeping, they feel amazing about it and they want to share all this information with friends, colleagues, they spread in socials. But there are like a lot of like points for improvement, like in centralized copy trading model. So that is exactly why we decided to build like similar product, similar model, but for DeFi market. So first of all, in centralized copy trading platforms, users usually need to pay some subscription, monthly subscription fee, some copy trading subscription in advance. They need to pay before they get any result, and they even like don't know if the subscription price will pay for itself by the end of the month. In our DeFi protocol, it's not like that. Like the main advantage that users could join any pool without any prepayments, so it's like completely free. The model is like success fee, so users could join a pool and like only when they would like to finish and withdraw funds, like 1 month later, half a year later, only after that, when they will withdraw funds, they will pay some % from their profit as a profit sharing fee. So like it could be like 5% fee, 10% fee, 10%, like 20, it depends on like a decision of a pool owner. But in this case, the users also like don't have any like minimal deposit requirements, and that is like completely available for everybody. That is just one of advantages. There are like many different advantages. For example, in centralized platforms, it's very difficult to start it for users because these platforms, they have very difficult onboarding. User needs to go to the centralized exchange, for example, Binance, to register the account, to confirm email, to pass KYC, to enable 2FA, yeah, and to create API keys. That is like a procedure from maybe like 15, 20 steps. It's very difficult, complicated. It requires maybe like 2 hours of time at least. And in our DeFi product, it is much easier because like same option will be available for users just like in 3 clicks, because all they will need to do just to connect MetaMask wallet, choose a pool, enter deposit amount, and to sign the transaction. So that's all. There is also like advantage in terms of like business model and like in centralized copy trading, there is issue with slippage because, for example, there is a wallet of a trader and there is a wallet of investor on the other side. Yeah. And when the deal is executed on the trader's wallet, some time should pass before this deal could be repeated, executed on followers' wallets. And because of this like time period, price on the exchange could change. And it could be not profitable for investors. They could like meet a loss because of this. It could be like completely unprofitable deal for them. And that is probably like one of the main advantage of DeFi model here, because in our pools model, funds or all participants, like of all pool members, are locked in one address. So like all participants participate in one deal at the same time in one transaction. So there is like no any issues with slippage, with price changes, and that is like one of the greatest advantage. And also like users don't need like to pass KYC; they could remain anonymous because that is like DeFi market, because like trading could be possible on decentralized exchanges.
So what you just described to us, is it unique for GT protocol only, or these features could be also found in competitors?
Like in terms of some advantages, it's like unique for GT protocol only, because even like we have some competitors on DeFi market, some like trading, like pools trading, copy trading platforms, which works on DeFi market, but most of them, even on DeFi market, they use like wallet to wallet copy trading model. So there is still issue with slippage, and like we're like the only one platform which use pools model where funds of all participants are stored in one address. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Our community member, who is always very active during our AMA sessions, Martin Kamstig, was asking what is the true USP of GT protocol and why should people use this bot compared to others? If I understood correctly, you already started answering this question, describing the unique advantages of GT protocol, right? Do you have anything else to add here about your USP, unique selling proposition?
Yeah, like I mentioned, like a lot of advantages, and I also can add that like one of the greatest advantage that like in DeFi case, like when like contributor, user, investor would like to join some DeFi pool, he can be like 100% sure that like all information about P&L stats, about profitability of the pool is like 100% legit, because in DeFi protocol, in our product, we store information about all previously closed deals in blockchain. So like P&L stats are on chain, and like in terms of like centralized platforms, like users can never be sure that this information about profitability is legit. It's not possible to check this information, and sometimes it could be like the reason of some disappointment from user side. Yeah, in our case, like all information is transparent and accessible. You can verify it through the blockchain. You can see like links to every transaction in marketplace. So that is like one more advantage of our product. Yeah.
That sounds really cool. And by the way, speaking about blockchains, Viet Duke Crypto is asking, can you describe the technology model of GT protocol and what blockchain protocols will be applied to be able to share the profits?
Will it be good if I will share my screen to explain the technology, or it's not recommended?
Oh, no, you can definitely share your screen. Just give me a second. I think I should give you some hosting, right?
Like you know, it's like one of the greatest things that from investor side, from like user side, that like mostly all of us always were looking at this, like the most successful traders on the market, the most successful influencers. Like we always see a lot of reports from them about successful deals, and we always were thinking, how can we do the same? Like how can we achieve such results? But like with like the main advantage that with GT protocol, users get this opportunity, because like these pools will be managed exactly by these like key opinion leaders, by influencers, by top crypto traders. Like we are already in touch with many top crypto traders, for example, like with Xcava, he's number one trading expert according to the official rating of TradingView website. And all these guys are already interested in using our technology to automate like cooperation with their existing audience. So probably I can share my screen now. Yeah, I will do it to explain like more details about technology. Can you see my screen now? Yeah, guys?
Yeah.
So that is like a description of how our protocol works. It's like heart of our technology, pretty custom and unique development of our team. So basically it allows pool owners and contributors to cooperate through the smart contract. And in terms of, as I told before, in terms of use cases, it could be like different pool owners, different entities, which create pools for different use cases. So for example, professional traders could create pools for trading. Professional investors or asset managers could create pools for portfolio management or for yield farming, for staking. VC firms could use our technology to automate cooperation with their existing audience, or they also could use our technology to collect additional liquidity from like users of our platform and to manage this liquidity on DEX platforms. It would be used by crypto game guilds, for example, when they would like to gain some liquidity to buy NFTs, to provide scholarships to their crypto guild members. It could be used by NFT investors to create pools for like NFT portfolio, digital asset investments. It could be used by QLs, by influencers when they want like to create some fundraising pool for IDO projects, or it could be used even like by IDO projects for themselves, like a launchpad. So basically, like any person or any entity which performs some profitable activity on the market could use GT protocol technology to cooperate with contributors on profit share model. And in terms of technology, it works like pretty simple. Here we have a head smart contract that is like smart contract factory. And when pool owner would like to create a pool, he just needs to send a command to create a pool to the head smart contract. And when he creates a pool, he can set up some custom pool settings and configurations, like name of the pool, strategy of the pool, list of markets where he would like to manage funds. And also he needs to set up this custom profit sharing fee, how much he will charge from contributors. It could be like 1% fee, 5%, 10, 20, 50, up to 50% fee. That is like a decision of a pool owner, and like conditions for different pools will be different, and like market will regulate a competition between different pools. So like when pool is created, it appears as a separate smart contract, and contributors get access to our marketplace with pools rating, and they could join any of this pool, and like it's pretty easy for them. So like all they need to do just like to connect MetaMask wallet by clicking connect wallet button, and on the next step they just need to choose any of available pools and just to click deposit button and enter deposit amount. After transaction will be signed via MetaMask, funds will be sent to the pool smart contract, and contributor will become pool member, and he gets pool token, which means some shares or like equity from a total pool amount. And there is one more advantage here, because while contributor is being pool member and holding pool token, he also can use this pool token for staking and farming. So like he can benefit and earn profit from two different ways, from providing liquidity to a pool and from using pool token for staking and farming. And at the end of the period, contributor just needs to send pool token back to the smart contract address, and his initial deposit and profit amount will be calculated automatically and will be sent to his address. But at this moment, part of his profit, like 10%, will be charged as a profit sharing fee, success fee. And this profit sharing fee will be sent to the pool owner address as his reward for asset management services. And some other part of profit sharing fee will be sent to the ecosystem and will be used to burn GDP tokens and like for the development of the ecosystem. In terms of security and funds management, it's like also pretty simple. So when funds are deposited and locked in the pool smart contract address, pool owner can start to manage these funds by sending swap commands to the smart contract. And this swap command will be automatically sent by the smart contract to the DEX platform. And like in terms of time, like both swap commands appears in one block. So it means that there is just one transaction. There is no difference if pool owner trades on the DEX platform directly or if he does it through the protocol. And in terms of security, pool owner doesn't have any private keys from the pool smart contract. So he can't withdraw funds, he can't steal these funds, and he can't like do any manipulations. He only has rights to send swap commands, and he only can do like operations only on whitelisted DEX platforms. So he can't send pool funds to any address in the blockchain, only whitelisted DEX platforms, and only he can manage funds on whitelisted trade pairs and coins. So he also can, for example, list some new token on the DEX platform and he can trade against this token. So like funds of the pool are 100% protected, just like, by the way, how the technology is designed. So that is like some basic description of how our technology works, and like there will be like many use cases and improvements in future on that. Because like we can like improve it for like each target audience, which for each use case we could add some additional features. So probably I think that like answered the question. We can like go to the next question.
Vlad, as long as you have this overview still here, so you said that these decentralized exchanges or these decentralized platforms, they need to be whitelisted. Is there also an integration necessary, or you simply approve, let's say, these platforms where the pool owner can send the swap comments?
So like that is like we just like add decentralized exchanges which we allow to the whitelist. Like probably there is some like channel use case for all platforms.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier, which is very interesting, that it's also suitable for NFT collectors, investors. Do you also have there a whitelist for platforms like OpenSea, or how does that work?
Yeah, because like there should be some whitelist, because like in other case, pool owner will be able to send like funds to some like random address in the blockchain. Yeah, but like in terms of like NFT platforms, a whitelist could be like very long. So like all main most popular NFT platforms will be supported.
Okay, very good. I think there was also a question from Dan Ivanets. What stage is the project at, and what should we expect in the coming months? Can you tell a little bit about that question?
Yeah, so like first of all, as I told before, we already have our MVP that is like active and launched and operates for more than 1 year. I can show it. So that is like our platform for centralized algorithmic trading and copy trading. And here, like users can trade by their own using trading algorithms, improving them, like testing different strategies, or they have an option to copy like best traders of the platform. And here users have like access to the marketplace, like of like top traders, and they could check performance of any trader, some detailed information, for example, like trading graph, information about like all previously closed deals history, some exact information about each deal, like open price, take profit price. So this platform is available for users right now, and after token generation event, all like token holders will be able to use utilities of the token in this platform same moment. That is exactly the platform where we have an official partnership with the Binance exchange, and where we established a partnership with Huobi exchange, and like it provides like many advantages to users. For example, they could create new Binance accounts through the interface of our platform just like in one click, and it's very convenient because users don't need to spend a lot of time to create API keys, pass like all onboarding procedure on centralized exchanges. And in terms of DeFi product, that is like to make it clear, that is like two different products. Yeah, like centralized platform for centralized trading and DeFi protocol. So just two different products, but like they have similar models, and exactly due to success and a lot of positive feedbacks in our centralized platform, we were inspired to create DeFi technology and DeFi protocol. So this DeFi protocol we are developing right now, and we are going to have like the full launch in the second quarter of this year, and we will have some beta launch and demo like in 2 months after IDO. So that is like our current development progress.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Vlad. Coming back to the questions from the community, the user with, sorry if I spell your nickname wrongly, Mike Latin, is asking, how do you plan to promote your project in different countries where English is not spoken well? And also Martin is asking something similar. Will GT protocol also focus on third world country markets, for example, Latin America or Africa, etc.?
Yeah, of course. So like, first of all, we support users like from many countries all over the world, and even right now, like on our currently active platform, we have 25,000 users already, and all of them are coming from different countries. So we have like a lot of users from Asia, from Latin America, from Turkey, from Europe, and of course, like we will add like multi-language support to our like platform, and due like to our IDO progress right now, we are contacted by many like community managers from like many countries, and like right now we established many partnerships who can help us to manage community for some specific countries, to create, for example, Turkish community, Spanish community, and mostly in terms of user acquisition, our main strategy to develop and to create a very convenient solution for like our full possible target audience in terms of pool owners, because even right now we are in touch with many top traders, with like many VCs, like they contact us and they are already interested in our product and want to use it, and all of them have their existing audience. So that is like one of our main point in terms of like user acquisition, just like to onboard as many possible pool owners with existing audience, and it will like help spread the platform all around the world to many countries.
Okay, and overall, do you have impression where you mentioned a lot of different communities, a lot of different countries, but is your target audience mostly in the developing countries or in already established economies? What is your statistics?
So mostly it's like our platform more popular in development countries. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mostly our platform is popular in development countries. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Let's talk about your token and tokenomics, the favorite topic of Ralph. And it seems that you share here the passion with a lot of our community members. Viet Duke Crypto is asking, can you describe your token use cases and through what forms?
Yeah. So token provides a lot of benefits to users. That is like a native utility token of our platform. So first of all, token will allow the contributors to get a discount for a profit sharing fee. So for example, when contributor joins the pool, when he deposits USDT, he also can stake GTP token, and this will allow to get a discount for a profit sharing fee. And for example, if like general profit sharing fee for this pool, for example, 20% or 10%, user will get access like to 50% discount, and he will need to pay only like, for example, like 10% fee. Yeah, so it is like 2 times more beneficial for user and more profitable for them. Also, pool owners will need to pay a listing fee in GTP token, and these GTP tokens will be burned. Also, as I mentioned before, like part of profit sharing fee will be used also for GTP token burn. There are like many use cases. So for example, in our platforms that is already live and launched, we also support token utilities. So users will be able to use GTP token to buy memberships, to pay for like copy trading subscriptions, and it will be available for users like same moment after token generation event and like PancakeSwap listing. And we also have DAO governance. So GTP token will allow like to vote in DAO governance votings. We have an insurance fund, and if users would like to participate in insurance fund, they also will need to use GTP token. So like mostly on each option, or like on each step on working with platforms, users will be able to get additional benefits with GTP token, and we'll try it like to add as more possible use cases for the token in future as well, because like for each type of pool there will be like some different requirements. And for example, if some IDO project will use our technology, we'll also like require them to use GTP token, for example. Yeah.
So right now the main utility is discounts from the fees and governance.
Yeah, discount from fees, governance, token burn options, and like listing fee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like staking and farming.
I think there was also an interesting question from Andre. From what you described earlier on, since you're allowed to create Binance account via your website, how secure is this? I assume you need to transmit the password, question mark. Also, how do you deal with KYC that is required by Binance?
That is a good question. So in terms of security, it's like 100% secured, and like for over like during like the whole period of cooperation with Binance, we didn't have like any cases in terms of security, in terms of any hacks. And so first of all, these accounts are created officially on the Binance exchange. So like we are not a custody, like our platform don't hold users' funds, and we are not custody. And and all what we do, we just like to provide the front end interface which allows to create an official account on the Binance exchange. And in terms of security, this account is accessible only through our platform. So it means like the users like here doesn't get like some additional login and like password credentials, because in this case it will be unsecure. That is like some rule of the Binance, because like if, for example, if we as a platform will have access, and if user will have access, and if there will be some issue with account, some security issue, it will be not possible to detect who is like whose fault is it? Is it like is user maybe like was hacked on some third-party website? Maybe he like used his password and email and lost it there, or maybe there is an issue on the side of our platform. So exactly because of that, they provide access only to the interface of our platform. And as we were KYC'd by Binance, like they don't request like some additional KYC from users of our platform. And in terms of security, even like if our platform would be hacked, it will be still not possible to steal funds of users, because like we approve all withdrawal requests manually. So like when we approve withdrawal request, we always check like if all information like is legit, if like all looks like pretty normal and good, and if like one day we will see like 2,000 requests to withdraw funds from like 2,000 accounts, like in 1 minute, it will be pretty clear for us that like there is like some bad case in terms of security, and we will not proceed with these withdrawals. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Vlad. There are quite a lot of questions around token metrics in the chat. I think to go through all the single questions is maybe too much effort, and maybe we would also repeat things a lot. But would be great if you can speak a little bit about what was behind what you had in mind when you were designing the token metrics. And just wanted to say, also give some key metrics like initial circulating supply, fully diluted, and stuff like this. But you already have it also here. Perfect. Yeah, great. So yeah, like in terms of token metrics, so our initial price will be 0.2. Our like total supply is 100 million GTP tokens. And our initial circulating cap is like pretty small. It's just like $204,000. And that is just like 1.02% from a total supply. So metrics development, we spent a lot of time on that, and we were advised like with many bakers, with VCs, with advisors, and we create like a really good tokenomics. So like seed round and like private rounds participants have like pretty small TGE unlock. So like there is like 0% TGE unlock for seed round and just 2% TGE unlock for private round participants. And they have like very long vesting. So seed round will be vested for 2 years and private round for 16 months. For IDO round participants, TGE unlock is 10% and vesting is 5 months. We also have like some locations for like marketing, for like some DEX liquidity, for staking rewards. And maybe like if there are some specific questions on tokenomics, I would be happy to answer. Yeah, one question was for example, why did you have only such a small initial circulating supply? But in general, I think it's especially in these market conditions, it's always a positive sign. I can also give some some confidential information. I'm most likely the most critical guy when it's around token metrics, and I think during the last years I was checking hundreds of token metrics, and also in the path of our past months, a lot of them. And from my personal view, it was the first one where I said, okay, I wouldn't change anything. But this is no indicator. This is just a private opinion, because there are a lot of strategies, a lot of opinions. But I think it has the right balance, you know, between the very aggressive ones, lightweight, you know, with 5-6 million fully diluted, which are rockets, but most of the time these rockets land also on the ground again. So 20 million, I think, still comparably lightweight, very reasonable vestings, cliffs where it's where it makes sense. There are not many projects that have a 20 million fully diluted market cap and give to the team only 10% with a 9-month cliff and 24 months total vesting. So this was not by pressure, let's say, from, so this is also a little bit a sign, you know, that also the team believes in the project and also in the token, because at the end, it's the result, the overall result, not the percentage, you know. And I think this is always a good sign in my perspective. And that the project also takes care, the DEX liquidity has the same percentage like the team tokens, you know. So overall, I think very reasonable from my perspective, these metrics, and also very suitable for the market conditions where we are in. So they are not completely bad, but a little uncertainty is still in there. But could also be that we are stabilizing now, and I think for such market conditions, it's a very suitable approach in my perspective.
And
thank you so much. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, thank you so much, Ralph, for like, we are pretty like, we're amazing happy for like so great opinion about our tokenomics. It's very pleasant for our side. Appreciate it so much from our side. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
guys, I have another question that Ralph definitely also will like a lot, because he's the guy in the team always paying a lot of attention to the regulatory risks and all the regulatory details. So Andrei is asking, you say that GT protocol can be used to collect funds and set up liquidity pools that emulate traditional bank deposits. Did you investigate if this exciting use case is legal in most countries?
So mostly like the main point that the GT protocol and what we built is like a technology. So that is like not a centralized platform. That is just like, that is like it's much cooler. It's much better than centralized platform. That is a technology. So it means that you'll create technology, smart contracts, and just like upload it into the blockchain. And this technology could be used by like anybody, even like without application, even without website. It could be like managed directly in the blockchain. Of course, like we'll have like some front-end web application to make it convenient for users. So like in terms of this project, that is like absolutely the decentralized technology, and it will be managed by like DAO governance, and some like anybody will be able to use this technology. So like we're not like some custody company which holds users' funds, which store funds on our wallets, because like nobody will have private key from the wallet, not like full owner, not GT protocol management and development team. Like the only way to withdraw funds from the pool will be accessible only by sending pool tokens back to the smart contract address. So like, as we are not like some centralized platform, like it's just a technology. So like it's not like a point for regulation, like because it's like completely decentralized application. in case if you'll face even in case if you'll face any regulation issues, it also will be possible for us to restrict, for example, users from some specific countries. But on the final stage of the product, we hope that it will be fully decentralized and will be fully accessible for everyone through the blockchain. Yeah.
Well, for me, it sounds quite convincing. How about you, Ralph?
Yeah, every project in the DeFi world is dealing with the same story. DeFi is nothing different than banking services or related banking services done decentralized. No matter if it's staking, investing, lending, borrowing, these are all in theory or effectively regulated areas. But if a project provides, as Vlad said, the technology, and it's also the same with Scaleswap, we are also an investment platform, an IDO launchpad, so we are exactly in the same. So the question here is, from a legal perspective, how decentralized is a project? And how strong can one person or one entity influence or profit directly in such a system? So, for example, I think one of the first decentralized exchanges was fined by the SEC by some time ago. And the main reason was that they were not decentralized enough. So one person had the possibility to maintain, for example, I think the percentage of the fees, one person, and one person was also getting these fees, So this has nothing to do then at the end with a completely decentralized setup. Otherwise, from the reasoning, any regulatory body would have no chance to tackle them. Therefore, the more decentralized you are as a project in the DeFi world, the more safe you are also from a legal perspective.
Sounds quite convincing, I think. We have quite a lot of questions also about the features and, of course, about upcoming IDO. Since we have not much time left, maybe let's just go through a couple of questions about features. For example, Vansh is asking about your interface, and do you plan to make it easily accessible for users who do not have crypto or investment background, that they can easily assess the risks and benefits of different pools in your system? So do you plan to approach this non-crypto audience as well who wants to join this movement?
So first of all, as we are as we mentioned before, as we are a decentralized protocol, and as we are mostly as a technology, first of all, our platform will be available for users who use crypto, who has MetaMask or some other browser wallet and stores some crypto assets on these wallets. So it will be accessible exactly via browser wallets. And in terms of user flow, we discussed it before, it will be very easy to use, just to connect MetaMask wallet, to choose a pool, enter deposit amount, and sign a transaction. That's all. And in terms of acquisition of some non-crypto audience, I think that it will be also possible. First of all, it's not difficult to anybody to buy crypto somewhere, for example on crypto.com, on Binance.com, and to send these assets to MetaMask and use our platform. Maybe we'll have some integrations with some card payment providers as well, but it mostly will be just integration, which will allow to buy crypto for browser wallet and to store it on the browser wallet. Yeah.
Okay. Then also I don't remember where I've seen this question, but the question was if the users will be able to create their own trading bots using your protocol. Will this feature be available?
Yeah, so first of all, this feature is already available. So even like, as I told before, our platform is already launched, and users can go to our website to register an account on our platform, and they could already create trading bots, trading algorithms, and it's already launched. Yeah, and like our users have like very great performance, because like some of them earn like amazing like profitability results, like from 10% monthly profitability up to like 200%. It's like it's different for each trader, but this option is available for people. And if some user doesn't want to spend a lot of time, yeah, for trading, to keep an eye on the market, on market charts, he can use like a copy trading, which is also available already. And in our DeFi protocol, on according to our roadmap, we'll also support like trading algorithm, like algorithmic trading for pools. Yeah, it will be supported for DeFi pools as well.
Vlad, more question from my side. You mentioned also on your website that that you are built on Binance Smart Chain, but you mentioned also further EVM chain. So what is exactly the strategy regarding protocols?
So in terms of blockchains, yeah, GT protocol is a multi-chain protocol. So we will support like different EVM blockchains. First of all, it will be like blockchains like Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum. We are also in touch with Hobby team. So we are going to add support of Hobby Hacker Chain blockchain, and like that is an option for us. That is an opportunity for many strategic partnerships, because like there are many promising blockchains right now on the market with like amazing communities, and we'll like add as more blockchains as possible to provide access to their audience, to our application, to our technology.
Right, but one pool can only be executed on one protocol, right? So also the swaps that take place from the pool.
It depends, like for different pools, it could be different. There will be some pools which will be accessible through different protocols, but some pools could be accessible only like for some specific blockchain.
Okay.
Network. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty much all from my side. I think there were several times a question which DEX platforms will be whitelisted, but I think it's a process from your side, right?
Yeah. Like of course, like from the beginning, we'll support like the most popular DEX platforms like PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, Uniswap, and others, and we'll add support of as many as possible according to the project and product development.
Cool. I think that's from my side all. Nelly?
Well, there is a question, interesting question that maybe can be addressed to both of you guys. Tom Amat is asking, most of the projects coming out now do not give the kind of X profits that they just did a few months ago. Do you think the current period is a good time for the release of your project to the public? Maybe Vlad can answer, but Ralph can also comment, because I think that this is a question which reflects a lot of thoughts in the minds of different retail backers on the market who are confused by different experts' opinions about the market situation.
Yes, first of all, yeah, like market now is like really not performing so cool, but the main point is that like our token generation event and listing is scheduled for February. So like our token launch will take place in February, and we'll choose the best day in terms of market situation, because like we want to be sure that we launch on a good market for that. Mostly, I think that success of the project depends on like team efforts, on marketing efforts, on community, and like basically the project concept. Yeah. So yeah,
I can only agree with Vlad. At the end, you know, what happens if a project a weak project is launching in best market times, you know, or the markets are all exploding, you know, and also all coins, they have 100x and whatever. If the market breaks down, weak projects are also decreasing in value extraordinarily, you know. So it's always only one moment in time, you know, a snapshot of what happens, you know. If you're launching now and good times come, a good project with good substance, a good team, a good track record will be the next rocket, you know. And it doesn't need to take place right after launch that you have these rockets, you know. This is also not what Scaleswap is stand for, you know. We are interested what a project is doing in 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 24 months. This is important. And therefore the market conditions, yeah, it's one side effect. It might not be that spectacular if you are not launching in the best market conditions. But there are many other factors, all the factors that Vlad mentioned, but also token metrics, for example. So especially in difficult market times, it's important to have reasonable token metrics that fit also to the market conditions, and I think this is definitely the case with the GT protocol. And all the rest, sooner or later, you know, every project is in the hands of the market. The market doesn't do what we want. The market makes what the markets want to do. And so at the end, we can only concentrate on quality, substance, deliver, and operationally create a good track record, have good marketing activities to flank that. And then the success will come, you know, no matter of the market conditions.
I can also add there, guys, don't forget, there is also a very popular quote that many people say it belongs to Henry Ford, and others think it belongs to someone else. But the quote is something like, the best investment and business opportunities come up during the crisis times. And I know a lot of professional VCs are extremely successful that confirm this on their own experience, that the best investments they have ever done themselves was during not the hype times, not the bullish market trends, but in the opposite environment. So don't be that manipulated by the news and red or green signs on the market. Think yourself over your strategy, backing strategy, and what kind of projects do you want to support? Are you here for the short term or for the long term? And what kind of teams and projects do you envision for the long, mid and long run? It's important to keep in mind. Guys, we are running over time, but before we finish, there are so many questions about upcoming IDO of GT protocol on Scaleswap, which I remind to everyone will be next Monday, January 24th. And in the description to this video, you have the link to Medium article, which describes quite in details how can you do the whitelisting, how do you proceed with KYC, how can you apply for private pool if you are a SCA token holder and get the guaranteed allocation, or how can you participate in the public pool? So I recommend everyone to read this article, and maybe Ralph can give you some advice or overview regarding IDO participation.
In general, quite straightforward. Like I think most of the participants are quite familiar, let's say, with the process. So at this time, there are no big new features. Let's say in the past we had pre-IDO launchpad and stuff like this, you know, where there are completely different processes involved. But this time it's pretty straightforward. It's this time also a chain that we launched beforehand. So in the last launches, we were quite often pretty innovative and had new processes and stuff like this. But yeah, nothing so special. So have a look at the article, but we're also providing in all social media more condensed information about the IDO. Make sure that you also follow our Telegram announcement channel, and also check out our Twitter messages, and for in-depth messaging and articles, for sure, our Medium account.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ralph. So everyone who is watching us, please just click the link in the description to the Medium article, and you will get all the details about whitelisting and IDO participation. I wish you good luck with the IDO, and for all those who have sent their questions, even if we didn't ask your questions during the live stream, I already prepared the file for Vlad and the GT protocol team. They will look through the file with all your questions, choose the best 5 questions, and ensure that you check our Telegram chat announcement channel. We will announce the winners very soon as GT protocol gives us the names and the questions they have chosen. Meanwhile, Vlad, we wish you great success with your project development, and we are looking forward for your IDO public launch and, of course, product development and traction on the market this year. You are the start of the season on Scaleswap, and therefore we have big expectations.
But no pressure, but big
No
expectations. Yes, also from my side, all the best. Thank you very much that you joined this AMA. I think you were able to give a lot of interesting information to the community, and I believe the community can't wait to make whitelisting and to get a seat in the IDO pool.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ralph, Nelly. Thank you so much, community. It was a pleasure for us, like, to represent our project today. Like, we're really happy to cooperate with Scaleswap. Like, it is a very solid partner for us, and we will do like best from our side. And so if like any questions left, like you guys always can join our socials, ask our community managers, and we will try to provide as many answers and as many supports as possible, and like also be happy to test our product that is already live and launched. Good luck in whitelisting. Like, hope that like you win this option and possibility to join our IDO. Thank you for your attention and your time and interest in our project. Yeah, thank you so much for everybody.
Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Ralph, and thank you to all our dear community members, old ones, old supporters, and newcomers. Good luck with the IDO whitelisting.